Your breathing is normal. Pay attention to the quality of the breath, how it feels as you inhale and exhale, how the body moves throughout your breath. Does your body adapt to the breath? Feel your stomach rise, your chest, any shifting in your shoulders. And then begin to transition into your Ujjayi breath. Your Ujjayi breath is an inhalation and exhalation through your nose. And all the while you're slightly constricting your throat. So as you're inhaling through your nose with your throat lightly constricted, it may sound like a light snoring sound, like so. It's a very funny sound. And then as you exhale through your nose, throat tight, it may sound like waves crashing against each other. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you're going to keep breathing at your own pace, inhalations and exhalations. Yes, your breathing is going to be audible, it's going to be loud. One of the great things about practicing from home is that nobody else can hear your breath, so you don't have to hold back at all. So be as loud as you want. The purpose of this breath with the forceful exhales is to make sure that with each exhale, you're pressing out as much of that stale air as you can, so that your next inhale is completely fresh air, and all of that oxygen can find its way into your bloodstream and energize you for the remainder of class. Really make sure that every exhale is forceful, that you're pressing out 100% of that air in your lungs, and then that every inhale is completely full. You're inhaling until there's absolutely no space left. So keep breathing at your own pace, deep inhalations and deep exhalations. You're really gonna feel your chest and your belly move here. Your Ujjayi breath, this is your Ujjayi breath, is simultaneously relaxing and invigorating. Feel how it begins to clear your mind, bringing you to the present, preparing you for your class. Because most of us are not in a heated room right now, the Ujjayi breath is also great to help warm up your body. As you inhale and exhale through your nose, it's promoting humid air into your lungs and gently warming you up from the inside out. Just a few more breaths here on your own. And then allow your breathing to come back to normal. From where you are now with your breathing normal, you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest. And you can gently rock from side to side, releasing out any tension in your lower back. And then let your knees fall over towards the right. Your knees are stacked one on top of the other. Your arms can be open in a T, and you can turn your face towards the left for a gentle neck stretch. We're going to take it nice and slow here in the beginning with some deep and slow stretches, and we're going to begin to speed things up during our sun salutations. All right, so bring your knees back into center and then let them drop over towards the left. You can gaze up or you can turn your face towards the right. Let everything come back to center. Your knees come back up. And then you're going to begin to roll up and down along the length of your spine until you build up enough momentum to find yourself in the seat. Find your way into your child's pose. So your hips come back towards your heels, and you're gonna let your hands walk you forwards and down. Let your forehead come down to the mat, let your hips come back down towards your heels. Feel the lengthening along your spine. Let your hands walk one over the other towards the right. Your head comes back down if it can, and you're gonna press your left hip down towards the ground to really get that stretch on the left side of your body. Hands walk one over the other towards the left. Press your right hip down and stretch. Let your hands come back to center. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. Getting ready for your cat-cow tilts. So we're just gonna gently warm up your spine. You inhale, belly drops. You gaze straight ahead and you inhale for your cow pose. Then you exhale, belly rises. You gaze back towards the tops of your thighs for cat. Inhale, belly drops for cow. Exhale, belly rises for cat. Inhale, shoulders open, chest opens. Exhale, chin tucks. Keep taking your cat-cow tilt at your own pace. Trying not to over-exaggerate the arch in your back. Begin to add in some other forms of movement here. Maybe rocking from side to side. Maybe you have some stretches that you like to do. Be creative in warming your body up, waking your body up. And now here at the very beginning, let's try and challenge your balance. So you're going to inhale your right arm up, nice straight arm, and your left leg back. We're gonna do 5 counts where you exhale, bringing your knee in towards your elbow and your elbow back towards your knee. Then inhale, bring everything back up. Exhale for 4, crunch it in. Inhale, extend everything back. Exhale for 3. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 1. And inhale to lengthen. Now, let's see if you can grab back. So you're going to bend your left knee, bringing that foot up into the air. And send your right arm back towards your left foot. Maybe you can grab onto the very tips of your toes. Maybe bringing your peace sign fingers around that big toe. Maybe you can grab onto your ankle or your shin, and you're going to press back into your hand with your foot. So by pressing back into your hand with your foot, you're just going to naturally help your leg rise a little bit higher. Try not to lean too much to one side or the other. Keep everything nice and centered. Breathing, core is tight. You're doing a good job. Holding for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, try not to collapse, and 1. Slowly release everything out and bring it back down. A couple of cat-cow tilts. And then get ready for the opposite side. So inhale, left arm up, right leg back. Remember, 5 sets. You exhale to bring your knee and elbow in towards each other, crunch. Inhale back to lengthen. Exhale for 4. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale. 2. Inhale, last 1. Inhale, hold. Bend that right knee. Let your left hand reach behind you towards that foot, ankle, or your big toe. Press into your hand with your right foot. See how high you can get that leg behind you. Good holds, you guys. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, core tight, and 1. Very slowly unwind. Bring everything back down. Cat-cow tilts once again. All right, 3 sets of bear pose to warm up your core even more. So you're going to tuck your toes, plant your palms, and then lift your knees up off the mat about an inch. Try and tuck that tailbone, and you're going to hold for 20 seconds, okay? Starting now, 20 seconds. Very good. Keep that core nice and tight. 14 seconds left. Nice breathing. Maybe if you want to challenge yourself, you can go around from one side, then the other, working on your balance. 5, 4, knees low, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes down. Let your hips come back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward. Get a nice breath. And then get ready for your first down dog of the class. So plant your palms, tuck your toes. Imagine somebody's grabbing you by your hips and pulling you up into the air. Very nice. So here in your down dog, you're pressing between your pointer finger and your thumb right here in this oyster. Your chin is tucked and your throat is choked. And you're pressing your chest back towards the tops of your thighs. Breathing is normal. Good holds, you guys. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, forward, high plank. Good, nice straight line from the crown of your head back to your heels. If your shoulders come past your wrists like mine do, just walk your feet back a little bit, shoulders right above your wrists. Then exhale, hips bring you back. Next, inhale forward, shoulders right above your wrists. Next, exhale back, down dog. Few more times, inhale to high plank. Exhale to down dog. Inhale forward. Exhale back. This time, inhale forward to hold. Going into your first chaturanga flow of the class, you're gonna send that weight from the balls of your feet forward into the very tips of your toes. Then you exhale to lower down. You can either hover over the ground or come all the way. You have 3 options. So first option is baby cobra. Hands are in line with your chest, elbows come back, and your heels are glued towards each other. You're looking up at the ceiling. Second option is full cobra. So press into your palms, bring that belly off of the mat. And third option is upward facing dog, where only the palms of your hands and the tops of your feet are on the ground. So your legs are not touching the mat. Whichever one you choose, roll those shoulders back and look for the wall behind you. Big, deep inhale here. And then exhale, hips lift you up, down dog. Nice. Once again, inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, open up your chest. Beautiful. Exhale, hips bring you back. Baby steps. Feet will meet your hands top of the mat. Your feet are about hip width apart, and you're gonna send opposite hand to opposite elbow, gently rocking from side to side. Really do your best to relax your neck. Release out your shoulders. Release out your hands. Bring your feet together. And what you're gonna do, you have 2 options. So you can either peace sign fingers around your big toes, or you can step on top of your hands by flipping your palms up and then stepping your foot on top of the palm of your hand. So your toes go right in the crease of your wrist. So step on top of your palm or grab onto your big toes with your pointer fingers. From here, you're going to bend your knees nice and low, super gluing your stomach on top of your thighs, and let your head drop. You can stay here if you're already beginning to feel the stretch. If you want to go deeper, let your hips begin to lift up, straightening out your knees, and feel that stretch in the backs of your thighs, your glutes, and maybe even your lower back. Pull even deeper by letting your hands or your fingers pull your torso down towards your legs. Maybe you can tuck your chin and bring your forehead close towards your shins. Breathing is normal. Hands continue to pull you down. If your stomach comes off your thighs, just bend your knees and start again. Very good holds. Few more moments. And slowly release. Inhale, hands on your shins, halfway lift. Shoulders come back, gazing 4 feet ahead of you. And then exhale to release back down. Good. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, shoulders back, stomach in, and exhale to release. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to your upward salute. Good. Bring your feet together, toes and heels touching. Your palms are together. Your tailbone is tucking forward, so it kind of scoops forward. Everything is stacked in one nice straight line. Wonderful. And then let your hands come down to your mountain pose. So your mountain pose is a resting posture. You can come here whenever you begin to feel a little out of breath or if your practice is getting sloppy, so you're still being active, but you're allowing your heart rate and your breathing to slow down. So from here, we're gonna go into your sun salutations really soon. Let's just warm up those arms a little bit more. So inhale, arms up. Glue your palms together, press your palms into each other, and let them come down to heart center. Your core is nice and strong here. Beautiful. Exhale, release your hands out. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, palms press into each other. They come down to heart center. Nice. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then you're going to fold forward into your forward fold. Inhale into your halfway lift, palms on your shins. Exhale, plant your palms. Right foot steps back, right knee comes down. Inhale, arms up. Low lunge. Maybe you do a slight back bend here and release into your thighs. Then your exhale, you plant your palms. Left foot comes back and you go into your chaturanga flow. So you can do this on your knees, or as we practice with your knees up, you exhale to lower down. Good. Inhale, chest opens up, look back. Exhale, hips lift you up. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Left knee comes down. Arms come up. Option for your back bend and to release into your thighs. Your next exhale steps you forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale up. And exhale back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Your next exhale, chaturanga flow. Plant your palms, foot steps back, knees up or knees down. You exhale to lower. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, arms up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale up. Round two, exhale down. Inhale, halfway. Very good job keeping up. Exhale to release. Step your right foot back, left knee down. Sorry, right foot back, right knee down, arms up. Exhale into your chaturanga flow. Try to use some control as you lower your torso down. So go down nice and slow. Inhale, really roll your shoulders back. Exhale, your hips lead your movement up into your down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, arms up. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, arms. Try not to fall. Exhale, chaturanga flow. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale to come up. Find your mountain pose and rest. Very good job. Any questions? Wait a few seconds as you guys bring your toes and heels together. Tailbone forward, shoulders back, breathing. All right, no questions. So next is your sun salutation A. And for anybody who's confused and may not have done Vinyasa yoga before, I should have said earlier, it's all about linking your breath to your movement. So you inhale into one posture and exhale into the next posture. So you're constantly flowing throughout the class. So it's not as stagnant as other yoga practices. You're gonna be moving pretty much the entire time. So just get ready for that. Take a break whenever you need to take a break. And otherwise, when you're ready, you can jump back in. So now is your sun salutation A. You come into your upward salute. It's gonna move much faster. So you exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. You can either walk or hop back. If you wanna hop back, just bend those knees, plant your palms, engage your core, and go for it. Immediately go into your chaturanga flow. From your down dog, you're gonna hop forward. So you bend your knees, you engage your core, you look in between or even past your hands, maybe bounce a few times to get that springboard effect, and then project yourself forward into your halfway lift. Nice, exhale, inhale up. Once again, exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hop or walk back, chaturanga flow. Find your way into your down dog. Bend your knees, engage your core, look in between or past your hands, and hop forward. Inhale, halfway. Nice. Exhale to release. Inhale to come up. Last round. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hop or walk back. Chaturanga flow. Bend those knees, engage your core, hop or walk forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Inhale up. Mountain pose for just a few moments. Then we're gonna move forward into your sun salutation B. So sun salutation B, you're gonna start off in a nice and low chair pose. So your feet are together to help challenge your balance. Your arms are just about at shoulder height, and you sit down nice and low. Your weight can be back in your heels. Try to wiggle your toes in the air. Maybe do a check and come down even lower. Beautiful. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or walk back, chaturanga flow. From your down dog, inhale your right foot in between your hands. Your left heel is going to spiral down to the mat, and you're going to come up into your warrior one. So you can see my heels are in one line. I'm going to gently pull my right hip back and press my left hip forward. Then I'm going to bend down even lower into my right knee. Arms up, biceps framing my ears. Exhale, coming back down, chaturanga flow. Inhale, left foot in between your hands. Right heel spirals down. Arms lift you up. Heels in one line. Left hip back, right hip forward. Bend more into that left knee. Adjust your stance if you need to. Then exhale back down, chaturanga flow. If you're starting to get tired, you can always take your flow on your knees. Bend your knees, engage your core, look in between or past your hands, and hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale up. And sit back into your chair, nice and low. Good. Very nice chair pose. Wonderful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or walk back, chaturanga flow. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, warrior one. You inhale to come up, then your very next exhale takes you right back down into your chaturanga flow. So this begin to move very quickly. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale to come up, warrior one. Exhale, back down, chaturanga flow. Bend those knees, engage your core, hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale up. Very last chair pose, make it your lowest one yet. And go for it, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hop or walk back. Beautiful. Chaturanga flow. Inhale, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one to come up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, back down. Bend your knees, engage your core, hop or walk forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to release. Inhale to come up. Hold your mountain pose, 5 breaths. Be patient. Maybe employ your Ujjayi breath here, constricting your throat, making your breath audible. And then go ahead and take a quick sip of water. Okay, so let's see. Checking in. How are you guys feeling? Good? I'm gonna take the silence as yes, you're feeling amazing. This is the best class you've ever had, right? Or, you know, it's up there, okay? So when you're ready, find yourself in a seat. I would suggest that you do one of 2 things. If you wanna do something pretty intense, you can come back into your ankle stretch. So you tuck your toes and you sit back on your heels. A lot of that weight is gonna be right on top of your heels. It's gonna begin to open up your toes, give them a nice stretch. It's gonna feel pretty uncomfortable, which is normal. It is a very safe posture. So try and hold this for as long as you can. If you know right off the bat that this is not the pose for you, a good alternative is to grab something like a strap or a towel, something similar. Sit with your legs straight out in front of you. Flex your toes. Bring your strap right to the balls of your feet, and then pull back. And you're going to immediately full stretch, not only along your feet, but also at the backs of your calves. So choose whichever one works best for you. And whichever one that you choose, we're gonna hold for a while. You're going to close your eyes and take a scan of your body. This is the meditation portion of class, a very quick meditation, but I want you to scan and just see how you're feeling right now compared to the beginning of class. So pay attention to your heart rate, breathing pattern, body temperature, areas of tension or tightness. And then also set an intention for the rest of the class, a positive word, a positive thought. Very good holds. Go ahead and find your way into your child's pose, an active child's pose. So your fingers walk forward along the mat to really encourage a stretch in your shoulders. Actively press your hips back towards your heels. Okay, so playing around again, just like last week. We're gonna really challenge your legs here in this next flow. So I'm gonna do my best without falling to show you what we're gonna do, then we're gonna do it all together. So I'm gonna get ready with my block right in front of me because I'm gonna need it soon. From my down dog, I find my way into my high lunge. So first, I just hold my high lunge and I come back into a nice and gentle backward bend. And then I come back, I bring my hands to heart center. I'm gonna bring my knee down. I can either challenge myself by having my knee hover over the ground and holding for 10, or coming all the way down and releasing into my hips to get a nice stretch and holding that for 10. Then we come back to that high lunge, hand to heart center, sending weight into your front leg, and then you hover that leg up to hold. Then we come back, and we do that 10 times, okay? So everything in increments of 10. And then after the last one, we'll see if we can play around with going from here to your flying warrior. So you'll slowly send everything back, like in your balancing stick. Then bring your arms forward, flexing your foot, pressing your hip down. Then, if you need support, you can bring your hands to your block, and then you can change it into your balancing stick. After that, it's a surprise, okay? So we'll try it out. Find your way into your down dog. If you want to warm yourself up with the chaturanga, go ahead. Inhale your right foot in between your hands. Left heel stays up, but your high lunge. So the only difference between high lunge and warrior one is that left foot is back and up, okay? So your arms are up, interlacing your thumbs. Rest of your fingers are together. Biceps frame your ears, and a rope pulls your chest up towards the ceiling, then slightly back for your backward bend. While you're here in your backward bend, keep bending forward into that right knee. Keep bending forward, very good. All right, 8, 9, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Hands can come to heart center or to your hips. And where we have your two options, you can either hover that left knee above the mat or come all the way down and release into your hips. Choose which one, and we're gonna hold for 10, 9, good, 8, 7, 6, beautiful, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck those toes, left knee comes back up. Very nice. Hands to heart center or your hips. Strength in your standing right leg, and try to hop forward. Left knee comes up towards your chest. Good job. Coming back, right back for 10. Exhale forward for 9. And back. Exhale forward for 8. And back. 7. Keep counting along at your own pace and follow along with me. 6. 5. Try to float that foot back nice and gracefully. 4. Core is tight. 3. 2. And 1. Hold. Ooh, try to find that balance. Good. When you're ready, hands come to heart center and begin to send your left leg back. Chest, torso comes down. Both your leg and your chest come to hip height. You can either send your arms forward or back and hold for 10, 9, good, 8, 7, 6. If you fall, get back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was hard, so let's take a break. Underestimated how hard that was. Very good. When you're ready, bring your hands to your block. Once again, strength in your right leg. And fly your left leg up and back. Standing splits. So your left foot may be 2 inches off the ground. It may be at hip height, or maybe all the way up in the air. Where you are today is great. Those are great balancing sticks. Very good. Keep breathing. Imagine that somebody has their hand on top of your left thigh and is pressing it up towards the ceiling, even higher. Good. Try walking your hands back even closer towards your right foot to help bring your torso down even lower. Continue holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float that left leg back. Left knee comes down. Right foot is going to walk over towards the right side of your mat. You can stay right here if you already feel the stretch, or you can let your forearms begin to come down towards the ground or on top of your block. Lizard lunge. Glue that right knee towards your right shoulder. Good. Try to take control of your breathing right now. You guys are doing a very good job. Let your palms walk you back up. Plant your hands, tuck your left toes, and inhale right leg up and back. Shake it out. If you would like to challenge yourself, go ahead and do a 3-legged chaturanga flow. So just hover that right leg up the whole time. And then at the end, bend that right knee. Let drop over towards left. You can stay right here, or you can go into your wild thing and allow that left foot to continue dropping towards the left until it finds the ground behind you. Press your hips up, arm comes back, head drops back, breathing, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back. Right foot down, inhale, left foot steps forward, high lunge. Palms together, thumbs interlace. Imagine that somebody's pulling at your chest up towards the ceiling and back for your backward bend. Very nice. Keep bending into that left knee. Bend forward, 8, 7, 6. Good holds, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to your high lunge. Hands out heart center or your hips. Remember your 2 options. You can either hover that right knee up or bring it all the way down and come into your hips. For 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck those right toes. Press that right heel up. Arms back. Same setup again. Hands out heart center or your hips. You're going to exhale to step the right knee up and inhale to float it back for 10, 9 more. Exhale up, inhale back. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, try not to fall, 3, 2, and and 1. Hold, hover, hands to heart center. Send your right leg back. Chest drops down. Both come to hip height. Good, you guys. Hands go forward or they come back. For 10, press that right hip down. 9, 8, 7, flex your right toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Get ready for the next part. Good. Your hands come to your block. Weight and strength in your left leg, and fly that right leg up. Standing splits. Remember, imagine that person pressing against your thigh, pressing it up. Engage your core. Maybe walk your hands closer towards your foot. If you really want to challenge yourself, the last 5 seconds, you can grab onto your cat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float it back down. Good. Knee comes down. Left foot walks over towards the left side of your mat. Hands can stay up, or like the other side, you can release your forearms down. Glue your knee to your shoulder. Good. Plant your palms. Tuck your right foot. Inhale, left leg up and back. Shake it out. Once again, challenge yourself with your 3-legged chaturanga flow. Inhale to come forward, exhale to lower. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale back. Option to bend that left knee, let it open up. You can stay here or go into wild thing, where your left foot continues to drop over all the way towards the right. Press your hips up, arm up, head drops back. 10, 9, good, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind, child's pose, and rest. So at this point, you guys, you've gotten a full body workout. It's about a 45-minute workout. So if you do have to peel off, I completely understand. Otherwise, we have about 25 more minutes left in class, okay? So now we're gonna do something really fun. We're going to try headstand. So if you wanna try headstand with us, I really encourage you to turn your video on. That way I can see what's going on and I can give you some advice, okay? So, you guys, I'm out of breath. Oh my gosh. So as I wait for you guys to turn on your video if you want advice, I'm gonna catch my breath. Nice, Angeline, that's beautiful. Okay, so for the rest of us, let's do this. Okay, we have Carol, Plachette, Melinda, Shia, Michael, and Lauren. So a big part to remember about your headstand is your core. Called headstand, but your core is so crucially important here. So I just want you to imagine that there is a hook attached to your belly button And that hook is pulling your belly button back towards your spine. Even just think of sucking your stomach in. The tighter and stronger your core, the more successful your setup for headstand is going to be. Now, as you can see in the video, Angeline's headstand is beautiful. Don't think that for today you have to get your legs up. Getting your legs up isn't the most important thing. Engaging a nice and strong core is, and having a good foundation is. So we're gonna work on foundation and core. So to set it up, see, I hope you guys can see the spine. You're on your knees and come down to your forearms. Then you're gonna send opposite hand to opposite elbow. So your hands at your elbows have for you measured out the correct distance for your shoulders. So now your elbows are shoulder width apart. When you come to bring your hands together, you don't want your elbows to move, because as they become wider, you really don't have much of a foundation to help you get up here. So make sure that your elbows stay nice and close, and then interlace your fingers. You're creating a nice and loose basket with your hands. See, they're not like tight, they're nice and loose. And then you can bring your head down right in between your hands. Your hands will not be gripping your head. Your hands are just forming a light basket, a loose basket around your head. When I get down here, I like to walk my knees closer in, and then I tuck my toes, engage my core, and I press into my toes with my knees up. So this is your prep for your headstand. You can hold here, and while you're holding here, you're pressing into your elbows, rolling your shoulders away from your ears, keeping your core nice and engaged and pulling that belly button back towards your spine. And if you just hold here doing this, you're gonna start to sweat. So that in itself is a major workout. So if you just hold right here in the setup, you're doing an amazing workout, doing an amazing job right now. If you want to challenge yourself and go further, then you can begin to walk your feet in towards your elbows. And you see over time, my hips become closer and closer to getting over my shoulders. When I feel like I have a nice engaged core, maybe I bring one foot up into the air and bring my knee in towards my chest, then the other one. Right now, I feel like all of my weight is collapsing into my head. So what I do is I remind myself to press into my elbows, and I roll my shoulders up and away from my ears. Then I go for it again. Knee in, other knee in, and I hold here for 6 breaths. Then I try playing around with my legs. I fall, I set it up again, and I get back in. So, are there any questions about headstands? Or if you don't want me to see you, you could also just unmute yourself and ask questions, so that while you're doing it, you can talk. We're gonna spend the next 3 minutes here. So I'm just gonna sit here and look at the screen, and I'll wait until there's something that I can help you with. Another good tip is that if you feel like you're going to fall or you're afraid of falling, you can also do is pull yourself up towards a window or a wall. And that way, if you do begin to tilt forward, the wall catches you. So you don't really fall that much. You fall like an inch and the wall has got you, okay? If you do have to fall, do your best to tuck and roll. Try not to fall all over the place. You want to protect your neck, so tuck and roll as you fall. Falling is inevitable. You are going to fall. There's nothing wrong with falling. You're at home. Hopefully you're on carpet. You can bring blankets and pillows around you, and you'll be completely fine. If you've had enough of your headstand while we're waiting, you can just do your neck rolls. You could also do legs up the wall for the same or similar benefit. So choose what works best for you right now. Twenty more seconds. Okay, good. 15 minutes left in class. I hope that you guys had fun with your headstands. If after I stop recording, you guys have questions, I'm gonna hang around for a while after class and we can go over it in private. But otherwise, we're gonna go into your pigeon pose and then we're gonna do even more hip openers and then we're gonna relax and that'll be it for class, okay? So for pigeon pose, a fun way to get into it and an easy way to get into it is if you're just on all fours, okay? Very accessible. And all you do is just walk your right foot over towards your right wrist. If you find that doesn't give you much space to maneuver your knees, then you can indeed go to it from your down dog. Right foot over towards left wrist, then come down to your left knee. Your right shin releases down, and then take a peek back at your left foot. You're gonna tuck those left toes and then drag your left knee backwards to help get your hips closer towards the ground. Also making sure your left leg is in the center of your mat, so not off to one side or the other, right in the center. And that's gonna help you get a really deep stretch and a very well-aligned stretch. Walk your hands back towards your hips, puff up your chest, inhale, maybe bounce a few times, and then when you're ready, exhale to release yourself all the way down. You can stand on your forearms. You could even come all the way down. Very good job holding, you guys. A few more moments. Keep breathing, nice and deep breaths. Try pressing that left hip down closer to the mat to intensify your stretch. Keep breathing. Walk yourself back up, nice and slow. And just for fun, what I want you to do is, if you are able to get out of this, then come back in. You may want to put some cushioning underneath your left knee because we're going to try King Pigeon Pose. So in King Pigeon Pose, you're going to bend that left knee to bring your left foot up. And you can either grab back with your right hand, or if you have a strap, you can wrap it around your foot and then just gently begin to pull that left foot in. With the strap, it's easier to have a little bit more control and some give. If you're just using your hand, another fun thing to do is to press into your hand to help spiral your chest up. I'm going to let you be the boss of which way your elbow is going. It can be going up or back. Just see what feels good. Try not to go too deep. You don't want to hurt yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, very gently and slowly release. Plant your palms, tuck your left foot. Inhale, right leg up and back. Foot comes down. Take your second to last chaturanga flow. Once again, set up your pigeon pose, either from your knees or your down dog. Left foot comes up and then walks over towards your right wrist. Right knee comes down. Left shin releases all the way down. Take a peek back at that right foot, toe tucked. Begin to drag your right knee back to get your hips closer towards the ground and get a more intense stretch. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Inhale, puff your chest up, bounce a few times. Then on your exhale, bring yourself down as far as feels comfortable for you on this side. Try pressing that right hip down towards the mat. Few more moments. You're doing a very good job. When you're ready, you can let your hands walk you up. And then the same thing on this side as the other side. So you can bring cushion underneath your right knee, then bend that right knee, lifting that right foot up, reaching back with your hand or your strap. Gently begin to pull that foot in. You'll feel that stretch on the top of your quadricep. Just go as deep as you're willing to go. You may not look like me right now. You may be further in or farther back. That's completely fine. Breathing. Maybe try pressing that chest up towards the sky. Relaxing into your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Plant your palms. Tuck that right foot. Inhale, left leg up and back. Shake it out. And take your very last chaturanga flow, slowest one yet. Release down to your knees. Cow face pose. So in your cow face pose, your right foot is going to come towards your left hip so that your knee is facing forward. And then you're going to bring your left leg on top, knees stacked or close to being stacked one day. You can stay right here with your arms by your sides, reaching up to the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then if you're ready, you can begin to walk yourself down. If you're here and you don't really feel much of anything and you want something a little bit more intense, then I invite you to go into your fire log pose. Same idea, but this time your shins are parallel to the top of your mat. Your legs are stacked. And then you lean forward. Very good holds, you guys. Okay, opposite side, so lean back onto your palms, release your legs out in front of you, shake them out. Then sit up the opposite side of what you were doing. Opposite leg on top. Crown of your head reaches up. You can stay here or you can come all the way down. Whatever you did on the other side, do on this side as well. Slowly allow your hands to walk you up. Legs come out in front of you. Opposite hand to opposite foot. And then slowly pull yourself down for a forward fold. Allow your hands to walk you up. Fixed, firm pose. Coming to your knees. Your knees can come together, your feet spread apart, and then you can sit back in between your feet. So your feet are on either side of your hips. If your hips can't come all the way down to the ground, feel free to grab your block and sit on top of it. From here, you may feel like your knees are a little bit sensitive, so feel free to bring your knees wider apart. That's completely fine. Then walk your hands back on top of the soles of your feet, leaning back. This may be a good stopping point for you. Maybe you want to come back even further onto your forearms, pressing your chest up. Maybe you're able to come all the way down to the crown of your head on the mat, releasing your shoulders down. And then opposite arm to opposite elbow above your head. Pressing your chest up, pressing your knees down. Breathing is normal. Slowly come back the way that you went down. One knee down, then one elbow down, the next elbow down, hands pressing you up. Slowly come all the way up onto your knees and let them slide out in front of you. Releasing all the way down onto your back. Your knees come in towards your chest. And once again, rocking from side to side. Find your way into your happy baby. Peace sign fingers around your big toes or on the insides of your feet. Knees drop down towards your armpits and gently rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, finding your way into Savasana. Your shoulders walk away from your ears. Palms are face up. And allow your eyes to close. Feel free to stay here for as long as you need to relax, to allow all of the postures that you just did to integrate and get the benefits in your body. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Namaste.